Away from that, President Bola Tinubu's recent signing into law of the North Central Development Commission has continued to receive commendation across the North Central region and beyond the country. Stakeholders and residents in Plateau State have welcomed the development. They believe the initiative is timely. Senior reporter Funam Joshua has more.
Stakeholders in Plateau State have joined their counterparts across the 6 states that made up the North Central region to celebrate President Bola Tinubu's official signing into law of the North Central Development Commission. The development is believed to be a historic and pivotal moment in the ongoing efforts to address the myriad of challenges faced by the North Central region of the country, which includes security threats and economic sabotage. In Plateau State, the development was well celebrated and welcomed as stakeholders say the initiative represents hope and a breakthrough for the region. The leadership of the Students' Union Government of Tertiary Institution in Plateau State, on their part, have passed a vote of confidence to President Bola Tinubu and Governor Caleb Mutfwang's leadership.
What we stand to gain are enormous. Particularly, it will give employment to young persons. It will transform the region in terms of infrastructures. I appreciate the government of President Tinubu.
I just want to commend the president for his boldness. He's our president. I just love him. I did not vote for him in 2015, but come 2027, I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to campaign for him. He's the best president we have ever had since Yaradua.
So with this now, he's going to alleviate the suffering of these internet displaced persons in the North Central, and also it will also create development. To appreciate His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So the people of North Central, let them come together and unite to be in one, to come out with one entity.
First of all, I would like to commend His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for signing the bill into law. The North Central Development Commission, it's going to act as a catalyst for development.
It is on this premise that the entire student community in Plateau State and beyond passed a vote of confidence on the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, and his administration.
Residents within the 6 states that made up the North Central area are expected to give maximum support for the commission to see the light of the day. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
Joining us on the news at 7 for more on this is a former senator representing Plateau North Senatorial District, Stephanos Gyang. Good to have you join us at this time. Well, let's get your reaction to the signing of the bill establishing the North Central Development Commission. In what ways would it impact the geopolitical zone?
Thank you very much. The North Central geopolitical zone is reputed as the food basket of the nation. Unfortunately, the agricultural practices in the region is still at the subsistence level. And if you look at the enormous infrastructural deficit that characterizes the region, both in education infrastructure, health infrastructure, and if you take a look at the challenge of poverty that pervades the whole region, and of course you look at our road network across the region, this commission, which is a product of legislation and has been assented to by Mr. President, which is very, very commendable, is to address the developmental needs and, of course, the peculiar challenges of the North Central geopolitical region. And if you look at the level of displacement of host communities in this region and the unfortunate displacement of people that has led to many people that are now IDPs, there is enormous need for resettlement reconstruction of the destroyed habitat, which this commission will be addressing. And that is why I am delighted that in the 9th Assembly, I was the co-sponsor of this very bill for the establishment of the North Central Development Commission. I want to commend my colleagues in the 10th Assembly. Of course, I was a co-sponsor with the current minority leader, that is Senator Abba Moro from Benue State.
All right.
And in the 10th Assembly, the legislative process was concluded, and the president has done the needful by assenting to the bill, which is now an act of the National Assembly.
All right, Senator.
And I want to, yes.
I can imagine your joy at that, the fact that now it is actually an act. But, as a country, we have the Ministry of Agri, we have the Ministry of Livestock Development, and some say that establishment of this commission is simply a duplication of duties, duplication of roles. What do you say to, those of that school of thought?
This commission is not just in the North Central geopolitical region. You remember that in the South-South, we had the Ministry for Niger Delta, there was the NDDC, and all of this was meant to address the developmental needs and the challenges of the South-South. When the issues in the Northeast came up, I was in the 8th House of Reps when we worked and passed the establishment of the Northeast Development Commission because of the peculiar challenges that arose from the Northeast. And President Tinubu has seen the need that it is not only these two regions that have peculiar needs. All the regions from North Central to Southwest, Southeast, and of course, Northwest, all these commissions have been established through the legislative process, and the president has assented to them. So I would want to comment that the president has, on the basis of equity and fairness, seen the need that each of these geopolitical regions have a development commission. To me, it's not a duplication, but it's to address the peculiar developmental needs and the challenges of all the regions. And I think we should commend the president and commend the 10th Senate and those of us that spearheaded this bill from the 9th Senate, myself inclusive, as the co-sponsor.
All right. Former Senator representing Plateau North Senatorial District and co-sponsor of the bill which led to the creation of the North Central Development Commission, Stephanos Gyang. Thank you for your time on TVC News at 7.
Thank you very much. Thank you.